planning our day around the TV set, and paying our bills and staying out of debt. That's important to me. That's important to me. And opening the windows and letting in air, holding hands when we're saying a prayer. That's important to me. Yeah, that's important to me. And having somebody to share my life, and loving my husband and being a wife, and the very best mother I can be. That's important to me. Telling the truth and being real, and feeding my family a home-cooked meal. That's important to me. That's important to me. And planting the garden and watching it grow, and keeping it country on the radio. That's important to me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's important to me. And always having you to hold, and being beside you when we grow old. And they plant us 'neath that big oak tree, believing our dreams will take us somewhere, still being ourselves if we ever get there. That's important to me. That's important to me. Yeah, that's important to me. That's important to me.
Joey and Rory, did you write that?
We wrote that together with a buddy of ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to be in the songwriter in the fact now? Has he taught you to write? Are you working on writing at all?
I work on it a little bit. I'm not near what he is. That's why I fell in love with him, because he wrote so many beautiful songs and told so many good stories in them.
Are you going to write most of the things that you guys record, or what's your plan?
Well, we don't really have a plan. We just we tend to write about the things in our lives that are around us and things we want to say, but it's important that we don't write everything that we record, mostly because, like you, I'm a songwriter, and if people only wrote the songs that, if they only recorded the songs that they wrote, then I would never be able to make a living. So we always want to record outside songs and look for them. Plus, a lot of times there are people out there that write better songs than we do, and we want to record those.
Sitting over there behind you, Mark, is a couple. They're both up back there grinning from ear to ear. They are having all kinds of success. Those of you that watch the RFD network, and most people do, know that they have their own show on there now. But Joey, especially you look a little happier than usual. You want to break the news and share the secret?
Well, we have a lot of reasons to be happy, but Rory and I are having a baby in February, so we are a long way. So
I prefer to announce it this way. Hey, everybody, guess what I did?
He's such a boy. Man, I tell you.
Hey, her daddy's here. I'd be careful if I was you.
Do you know yet, boy, girl?
We don't know what we're having. No, we won't find out until it gets here. So, but if you ask Rory, it's a boy.
Never count your chickens before they
But we don't know.
Dear God, let that child look like his mama.
That's what I say.
Don't let him come out wearing overalls.
There's nothing wrong with them overalls. I love overalls.
I tease Rory
My
about it.
daddy, that was his dress. He wore overalls all the time and a white starched shirt. And he'd go see the governor, he'd see the president. But he'd also go to the woods and work in it. So I love overalls.
Well, that's Rory's favorite attire. If he could wear a white starched shirt every day for the rest of his life, he'd be a happy man.
Yeah, I started the day saying, can I wear a white shirt? She said no.
Well, you're on television.
Yeah, that's true. She's smarter than
Well,
me.
the overalls are a trademark.
Larry didn't get that memo.
Larry didn't get that
Larry
memo.
didn't get that memo about the white shirt on
He
TV.
missed the memo.
Anybody else here wearing a white shirt?
Bill.
I guess it worked.
Bill.
Just me and you, Larry.
No, Jamie's.
Oh, that's
got
right,
one.
Jamie. Jamie's got
Reverend
one on.
Daly over there.
No, I want to ask Rory, how did the overalls become such a trademark?
Well, I was a songwriter for years and years, and so maybe about 15 years ago, I'm from Kansas, and so I just started wearing overalls every once in a while, and then it became 3 days a week, and then 7 days a week, and then it was sort of like Forrest Gump said, it's like one less thing. You don't have to think about it anymore, you just wear the same thing all the time, and I didn't realize until we started singing together and traveling around that it became something that people remembered really easy, and most of the time it's been a good thing. Sometimes, it's strange because people, they think that sometimes it emotes a part of country music that they're trying to get rid of, and when I go to the Opry, like the stages were filled with people in overalls, and when I travel the country, there's farmer, like it's part of America, and I've just enjoyed it so much, and my wife thinks I look okay, so that's all that matters.
Joy, is the restaurant Marcy Joe's meeting house still going to stay open when you have the baby and all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Marcy's down there today working it. I've been there on the weekends when we're taking a little bit of time off the road, and I'm sure as the baby comes, we're going to be home a little bit more, too.
Any of you
so
guys
it's
ever
going
been
well.
down there and eaten? Because if you haven't, I'll sneak in a commercial. You need to go. I mean, that is good country.
Well, when you get there, you won't think that you need to be there, though. It don't look that good.
From the outside?
Hey, what's Fried Chicken Day? How do you guys
Fried
do-
Chicken's Day is Wednesday.
Wednesday. I was there on Wednesday. Very and Martha White biscuits, of course.
Yeah.
She'll sneak in that plug every
I
time.
know she will. I
can't
know
help
she
it.
will.
How about a song from Joey and Rory? What did you say?
Joey and Rory and the little other. Yeah.
Hello, how are y'all?
Whew, she is showing, isn't she?
I am showing, yes.
See, yes, sir.
Actually, you want this one.
February's not too far off.
It's just right there.
Rory, what happened to the sign that used to be on your guitar that said, "We love country music"? And one time it said, "We miss country music."
Well, I have a couple different guitars, and that one mostly rubbed off, and nobody could read what it said anymore, so I have to redo it. Are you ready, love?
I'm ready. We're going to sing just a
I probably don't need to
classic
plug
old hymn that I grew up singing. Actually, I grew up listening to my mom sing, and we got to record an inspirational album, and this is one of the hymns from it, and one of my favorite. My dad would play, my mom would sing, and I'd just sit there and listen. I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet. The birds hush their singing, and the mellow is ringing, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
Oh, yeah, girl.
Joey and Rory. That's going to be a lucky little baby. These
I
are
think we're
wonderful
going to
people.
be lucky little parents.
Good job, man.
So good.
Friends, but it's fun to welcome new folks here to our family reunions. We got a good-looking, good-singing husband and wife team here for the first time today, Joey and Rory. Great to have y'all.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Joey, you're by far the better-looking one of the two.
Well, thank you, Bill.
I had Mo Bandy move his chair over a little bit so I could see his hat was blocking you.
Oh, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about you guys, how you got together and what's that, because you've had records in the charts ever since you teamed up. You're just doing great.
Well, it's so funny. We really weren't supposed to ever be singing together. We've been married for 9 years, but about 3 years ago, we went on this TV show for looking for duets. And it wasn't until 3 years ago that we started singing together. I came to Nashville to be a singer, and Rory's always been a songwriter here, having some success writing hit songs for other artists. But it wasn't until then that the TV show that we started singing together. And then from that, we've just kind of taken on this new lifestyle and career and being able to go and perform and play on the Opry. And it's just been an amazing journey.
Is it really your cooking that attracted Rory? Because I hear you're a fabulous cook. And actually, you and your family, you have a little restaurant, don't you?
I do. I have a restaurant with Rory's sister, Marcy, called Marcy Joe's. And it's a little breakfast and meat and three little venture that we have down in the Chapel Hill area, Tennessee.
And you're inviting us all down to eat.
Yes, we're having lunch after a while. And we'll finish you off.
Rory,
with
the first time I ever met you, you had a hat on that said Harlan Howard across the front of it. Was he your hero as a songwriter?
He was. When I came to town in '95, I came to write songs. And I met him at Sunset Grill one afternoon. And we just sat and visited for about 3 hours. And he pointed and said, I got an office right across the road here. And he said, maybe you'd come play me some songs sometime. And of course, he had been drinking a little bit. He may not have meant it, but I showed up the next day. So he ended up signing me to my first publishing deal, and I wrote for him for 5 years, and he was a big influence on me. I still miss him.
What are some of the songs you've written that we would know that recorded by other people? I know you're still very, even though you got your career going here, you're still very active as a songwriter.
Joey says I'm still paying the bills while we're out here singing. I wrote Some Beach with Paul Overstreet that Blake Shelton had out, and Clay Walker's Chain of Love, and a bunch of different things. And then this year, while we've been on the road, luckily, me and a couple of buddies wrote I'm a Little More Country Than That young guy named Easton wrote.
Love that.
Good song.
Speaking of I'm a little more country than that, at one time you had a little sign, a little sticker sign or something across the top of your guitar that said, "We miss country music." The last time I saw you at the Opry, that wasn't there.
Well,
It was a different guitar.
yeah, but we still have that guitar, but what's funny is we're, like a lot of the folks here probably, I know country music and we know it's thriving and doing really well, but not the kind we like. And we miss some of the traditional stuff, and in particular, like Don was talking about, telling stories and lyrics and all of that stuff, humility, those kind of things that used to be around all the time. And so we miss it. And we had written that on the guitar, and I think it upset some of the other country singers today because they really do, they really believe that they're country just like the rest of us. And so we've softened it now. You'll notice it says we love country music now. So it's a little bit softer, and it's still important to us. We truly, truly love it, and it's an honor to be here with y'all.
They got one of the coolest buses. Do y'all still have that old bus?
We do.
Tell what year? Tell them what year.
1955.
Mm-hmm. Well, we bought this old bus, and we gutted it. And when we started having to go on the road, we decided to gut it. It's a 1955 old GM bus, and we gutted the inside and made it look like our farmhouse on the inside. So it has a little table and our church pew and full kitchen area. And we traveled in that for the first year. And I tell you what, it was some of the funnest times, but some of the roughest rides. We could only run, it had 3 air conditioning units on the top, but you could only run 2 at a time, and you couldn't make coffee while the air conditioners were going because it would blow a fuse.
My favorite thing was on their marquee, they had their names that looked like a 5th grader painted.
That was me.
Are there any male, female, boy, girl, whatever duets that you've tried to pattern yourselves after? Any other husband and wife teams or anything like that? Who influences somebody like you guys?
Well, for me growing up, my influence was my mother, and she's an incredible singer. And then there was Dolly, and then there was Patty, and there was Emmy Lou. And today, though, I think looking at the past married couples, there weren't a whole lot of them, but I think the biggest love that happened that we model ourselves after is Johnny and June, because there was an extremely passionate relationship that they had, and they had it, and they never lost it, and they died together that way. And so that's...
You could have done a whole lot worse than patterning yourselves after them. How about coming up here and doing a little country harmony for us? Joey and Rory.
My wife asked me to sing this song, if we got to do another one, so I'll try it here. They were both made of leather, both black and frayed and worn. And I was brought up to respect them since the day that I was born. One came here from England, and it's been handed down for years. The other one was ordered from a catalog at Sears. Well, one my mama read to me till I was well into my teens. And I thought all the other one was for was to hold up Daddy's jeans. Till I told a lie and learned it had another purpose too. Out behind the shed, my daddy said, this'll hurt me more than you. 'Cause one had my daddy's name on it, the other said King James. And with love they taught us lessons, but we feared them both the same. One led us to heaven, and the other left a weld. Those were the days when kids were raised with a Bible and a bell. I remember when I was 12, I stole a dime store comic book, and how Mama read where the scriptures said to take back what I took. When I refused, my daddy grabbed my arm and said, come on. I needed more, he knew, than just Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Well, sometimes they made me cry, sometimes they made me fight and mad. And I'd wish I'd been raised without them, like some other children had. But now I'm grown with kids of my own, and I know just how they felt. You know, it seems to me what the world still needs kids is a Bible and a bell. 'Cause one had my daddy's name on it, the other said King James, with a love that taught us lessons, but we feared them both the same. One led us to heaven, and the other hurt like hell. Those were the days when kids were raised with a Bible and a bell. A Bible and a bell.
Yeah.
You guys, what have y'all done in the way of gospel music together or separately?
Well, together we haven't done a whole lot. I mean, that's one of our goals is we want to record a gospel record. A lot of the music that we write or that we sing is inspirational. So it really touches on our faith and what's most important to us and our belief. I grew up in a Christian home. My mother took us to church when the doors were open. And so I've always, believed. And I think just like all of us in this room, I'm sure, there's times we feel like we're closer to God than we're not sometimes. Sometimes we can get off track. But when you get back on track, you know it. Because
The
things
song
are
y'all
fun.
did the last time you were here had a bit of a gospel overtone to it. It's called the Bible in a Belt. Yes, sir. Which was,
We, every record we make is a gospel record because it's part of our lives, just like the country songs we sing and singing about family or whatever it happens to be. We always include something on our records where we're singing about our faith, and that's that kind of song where it's just, like Dallas had said, we sing about all kinds of things because we go through all kinds of things. But the most important thing we sing about really is our faith. She's been bawling this whole time. She's just been torn up again and again. It's just been such a wonderful thing. And as Joey mentioned, sometimes you feel closer to it and sometimes you don't. You sure feel closer to it right here today.
you've done a Christmas record,
We have done
which
a
is,
Christmas record.
I guess, out for the Christmas season of 2011 and will be available on into the future years. And when you sing Christmas music, you call it Christmas music. I mean, that's you're expressing your faith.
In a lot of ways. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Could we get a song?
We
from
would
the
love
two of
that.
you? These guys are doing terrifically well together, husband and wife team, Joey and Rory. Have I got somebody's microphone? I think I do.
Well, the song we're going to sing today, Rory and I have been married for 9 years. We'll celebrate 10 years next June.
I would help you, but I don't think I better.
No, that's okay. I got it. Thank you, Jim Ed. I appreciate the offer. These pockets just aren't quite big enough, so I'll stick it somewhere. But
Turn around.
You stay there, Jim Ed. I've seen you work.
Oh, Lord, we're getting closer to that altar call.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
We love you.
But when we were spending our honeymoon out in Darby, Montana, we visited this little church. And Rory and I didn't know each other very well. And we just gotten married. And we'd heard this mom and daughter couple called the Bakers. And they sang this song. It was an old hymn. But even growing up in church, I'd never heard this song. And I certainly had never heard it sung so beautifully. And so we learned it the way they do it. So it goes like this. Leave it there, leave it there. Just take your burden to the Lord, oh, and leave it there. If you trust Him through your doubt, He will surely bring you out. Take your burden to the Lord, leave it there. When the world from you withholds of its silver and its gold, and you have to get along with meager fare. Just remember in His word how He feeds the little bird. Take your burden to the Lord, leave it there. Leave it there, leave it there. Just take your burden to the Lord, oh, and leave it there. If you trust Him through your doubt, He will surely bring you out. Take your burden to the Lord, leave it there. If your body suffers pain and your health you can't regain, and your soul is slowly sinking in despair, Jesus knows the pain you feel. He can save and He can heal. Take your burden to the Lord, leave it there. Leave it there, leave it there. Just take your burden to the Lord, oh, and leave it there. If you trust Him through your doubt, He will surely bring you out. Take your burden to the Lord, leave it there. Take your burden to the Lord, leave it there, leave it there.
That's good.